Hey up, it's Steve from the old Yorkshire Geek. A bit of Star Trek news. It's good news if you're not a fan of Star Trek Discovery, which many people aren't. I know some people like it. But anyway, the latest season, season 5, is going to be the final season. This is from Deadline. As usual, links are in the description down there. And don't forget, over there, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. I'm also on Rumble and Odyssey and Anchor.fm and Spotify and Amazon Music Podcasts and Google Podcasts. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Links for those are in the description, as are the links for my 2 books. Mercury Rapids, there you go. I'll read the back. When Bill Lewis is abducted by extraterrestrials, little does he know that he will embark on an adventure that will see him pitting his wits against alien forces intent on destroying the Earth. Mercury Rapids offers a fun, thrill-filled ride for all science fiction fans across the galaxy. There you go. So that's the blurb on the back of there, with a fetching image of me. So that's that one. That's available on Kindle and paperback. And the other one is Silent Predator. This is a short one. It's just a horror novella. The idyllic peace of the northern English countryside is shattered when gruesome killings occur close to a large government laboratory. A local school teacher and a maverick scientist find themselves on a deadly quest to track down a family of big cats that regards a small Yorkshire village as its hunting ground. So there you go. That's also on Kindle and paperback. Just a bit of fun. I just thought I'd do a push myself for a change. Right, let's get this up. Star Trek Discovery. Here we go. This is from Deadline. Star Trek Discovery to end with 5th season in early 2024 on Paramount Plus. Yay. Hide articles. Go away. And there's... that is a terrible picture, isn't it? That is reminiscent of something you'd see in the original series, isn't it? On the soundstage. Oh, that is awful. But it was an awful show. I really liked season 1. I did, because it were new and I didn't know what were going to happen. So I really liked what were going on. Obviously I had some issues with it. Hated the Klingons, the way they looked. What else? And like I said, Michael Burnham. Why was she called Michael? Just because for, and she was a terrible character anyway. But anyway, that's by the by. Right, the end is in sight for Star Trek Discovery. Paramount Plus said today that its longest running original drama series will end with its upcoming 5th season. I think, remember, Star Trek Discovery, one of the launch programmes for, I forgot what they called it. Before it was Paramount Plus, it was CBS something or other, wasn't it? I can't remember what it was called now. It wasn't CBS Plus, it was CBS All Access. CBS All Access, wasn't it? Anyway, I've just read that. I'll read it again. Paramount Plus said today that its longest running original drama series will end with its upcoming 5th season, which will debut in early 2024. Leading up to the final season, Paramount Plus will honour the show's groundbreaking storytelling. That's from paperwork they've been handed, isn't it? Over its past 4 seasons, with year-long celebrations and appearances at key events in markets around the world. In my opinion, it should have ended at the end of season 3, because that was a final. The ending itself seemed pretty final. People like me were thinking, "Oh, right, so they've ended that now. Is that it for Discovery? Yay, we can move on to something else." But no, they squeezed out another season, didn't they? And now they're squeezing out another one. Star Trek Discovery is a perennial favourite on the service. Just lying, aren't they? Near and dear to the hearts of legions of Star Trek fans, as well as all of us here at Paramount Plus, said Tanya Giles, don't know, Chief Programming Officer at Paramount Streaming. They just tell fibs. I know there are people that like it, but I think there's more people that don't like it. Star Trek Discovery, which launched in 2017, is a legacy show for Paramount Plus. Oh, there you go. It helped announce then upstart streamer CBS All Access. I should just read the article, shouldn't I, instead of just blathering on. as its first commissioned original series. It's also launched the Star Trek franchise on the streamer, which has grown to 5 current series, with Picard currently airing its final season, which is cool, it's great. This season 3 of Picard is really good. Episode 3 is amazing. My reviews on the channel. Star Trek Discovery will be the final CBS All Access series to finish its run on Paramount+. The others will also get in Strange New Worlds, which I really like as well. Star Trek Prodigy, which I really like as well. What's the other one? Star Trek Lower Decks, which I hate. I loathe Lower Decks with every fibre of my being. I've just been for a blood test now, because I've got high blood pressure and stuff. Can you see there? Hang on there. There you go. You see there. They've taken blood and they need more as well. Because I've liver problems apparently, but never mind. The doctor said don't dust off your life insurance just yet. But as just talking about Lower Decks, I can feel my blood pressure going up. Anyway, where were we? CBS made waves in 2017 when Discovery, part of a storied franchise and one of its most valuable IPs, was sent to the company's then in-the-works streaming service instead of the flagship broadcast network. Well, they tried it, didn't they, with Season 1 of Star Trek Discovery. I think, while Season 2, I think, were on CBS All Access, they tried putting Season 1 on the regular, the network channel, and it bombed, didn't it? It came last. It came last in the ratings because it's rubbish. Although I did like Season 1, but never mind. Star Trek Discovery did get a broadcast premiere on CBS before becoming a CBS All Access exclusive. Discovery then made a return to CBS in the fall of 2020 when Season 1 was used as contingency programming because of the pandemic's impact on production, and it still came last. The series and its incredible cast and creatives ushered in a new era for Star Trek when it debuted over 6 years ago, embracing the future of streaming with serialized storytelling, bringing to life deep and complex characters. No, they won't. They just cry all the time, and they're all the same. They honour Gene Roddenberry's legacy of representing diversity and inclusion, over-representing, some would say, and pushing the envelope with award-winning world building. They didn't world build, they destroyed worlds, didn't they? That's all they know how to do, just rip things down. Giles added, "This final season will see our beloved crew take on a new adventure, and we can't wait to celebrate the series' impact on the franchise leading up to its final season early next year. The 5th and final season will find Captain Burnham, remember in the original, I think the first 2 or 3 seasons, first 2 seasons, 3 seasons, she was Commander Burnham, wasn't she? But then she got given the captaincy of the Discovery at the end of season 3. And that's when we thought it was going to end, but it didn't. And the crew of the USS Discovery, uncovering a mystery. By the way, they got sent. It started out as a prequel to the original series, set about 10 years or thereabouts, before the time of Kirk and Spock and all them, and the 5-year missions. But that failed, because everybody was saying, it's rubbish. Why does everything look so different? So then they took them into the future. They took them 1,000 years into the future. And Discovery became this amazing ship 1,000 years in the future, which would be like a Viking longboat arriving now and it being amazing in wars against aircraft carriers. And it was stupid. It was stupid. Anyway, where were the crew of the USS Discovery uncovering a mystery that will send them on an epic adventure across the galaxy to find an ancient power whose very existence has been deliberately hidden for centuries. But there are others on the hunt as well, dangerous foes who are desperate to claim the prize for themselves and will stop at nothing to get it. They'll just cry all the time. Principal photography has just wrapped, but there will be some additional filming on the season, a source tells Deadline. As lifelong fans of Star Trek, it has been an immense honour and privilege to help bring Star Trek Discovery to the world, said executive producers and co-showrunners Alex Kurtzman and Michelle Paradise. So there's a lie in there already. Alex Kurtzman himself has said he wasn't really a Star Trek fan. He was like JJ, he wasn't a Star Trek fan. Alex Kurtzman helped write, I think, the first 2 Star Trek movies, the J.J. Abrams ones. But he wasn't the Star Trek fan. It was Roberto Orci was the Star Trek fan. Of those writers, Kurtzman's just I don't know, he's like a leech. He's a leech. He hangs on to other people's properties and ruins them. You know, Star Trek, Transformers. I think Transformers are the only reason he keeps getting work, because Transformers make so much money, particularly in China and places like that. Spider-Man, you know, the Amazing Spider-Man, he helped ruin that, didn't he? Because he did Amazing Spider-Man 2, which bombed. The Mummy, you know, the Dark Universe, it was responsible for the first of the Dark Universe movies. Some say Dracula Untold was the first, but really it was the Mummy. And that was terrible, wasn't it? But anyway, and there's talk that Tom Cruise tried taking over that film because Alex Kurtzman was such a div that he had no idea what he was doing. Tom Cruise tried to, you know, steer it in the right direction. So maybe it could have been worse. Anyway, the Trek universe means so much to so many, including us, and we couldn't be prouder of everything Discovery has contributed to its legacy. Oh, and I also mentioned Man Who Fell to Earth, he ruined that as well, apparently. I don't know, I've not seen it. And the Clarice series, which apparently were really bad, you know, which were a Silence of the Lambs series. So he's ruined that one as well. Not ruined, but you know what I mean. He's added subpar contributions to it. To these various franchises. Anyway, where were we? The Trek universe means so much to so many, including us, and we couldn't be prouder of everything Discovery has contributed to its legacy, particularly with representation. If just one person sees themselves, God, I hate when they say that, or the possibilities for their future in a new way because of Discovery, then we think we'd have made Gene Roddenberry very proud. It's not about seeing yourself. This is the lie that Hollywood is trying to foist on people, that they've got to see themselves in these movies and shows. That's not what people want. There's obviously some people say that, don't they? But they're just mimicking what Hollywood's told them. They you know, Hollywood's told them, you need to see yourself in this franchise, this movie, this TV show, and then you can enjoy it more. And they're thinking, oh, okay, I can see myself in that. That's not what people want. People want good stories and escapism. I don't see myself as Luke Skywalker. You know, so often writers will self-insert themselves, sometimes deliberately, sometimes overtly, sometimes, you know, in a cheeky way. It's like Luke Skywalker is George Lucas, even though it looks nothing like George Lucas, but it's George Lucas fantasising as himself as a galaxy-saving farm boy. So he's not really George Lucas, he's just, you know, inserting himself as a hero, not as himself. You know, Luke Skywalker isn't some big what's the word? Lumberjack shirt wearing bloke with a skin beard thing. I don't know. Anyway, where were we? So, you know, that's a waste of time to start with. All the possibilities for their future in a new way because of Discovery, then we think we'd have made Gene Roddenberry very proud. The possibilities for their future, the possibilities for the future of the Federation, was they destroyed it, didn't they, in season 3, because of one of Saru's race, I forgot what they're called, Kelpians, because of a Kelpian that got sad, and so destroyed all the dilithium in the galaxy, or all the active dilithium. The dilithium that were plugged into a ship's warp core. Because for some reason, in Star Trek, dilithium has become the energy source for warp cores, when it's not. It's a, what's the word? It focuses the energy. The energy comes from matter-antimatter reactions. That's deuterium matter-antimatter reactions, and that is fed through the dilithium chamber and it's focused into the warp core. So that's what dilithium's for. It's not an actual power source. Never mind. Along with Martin Green, the Star Trek Discovery Season 5 cast includes Doug Jones, who was the best part of it, until he was sidelined. Anthony Rapp, who were a waste of time. Mary Wiseman, who were a waste of time. Wilson Cruz, who were a waste of time. David Ayala, who were a waste of time, with his cat that they tried to make, there was some mystery behind his cat and didn't bother doing anything with it. Blue Del Barrio, waste of time, and Callum Keith Rennie, who have no idea who that is. Of course, there would be no Discovery without Sonequa Martin Green and the extraordinary team of artists both in front of and behind the camera who have brought this show to life. Their passion and determination to make every episode special has been deeply inspiring, so too has their love and support for one another and their genuine love for Star Trek, Kurtzman and Paradise continued. By the way, I hope this Discovery being cancelled means the end of the Kurtzman era. I hope so. There's talk that his contract is up in April, but there is an extension, apparently. According to the guys at Sidetrek, according to Jay at Sidetrek. Check him out. But we'll see. Martin Green made Star Trek history as the first black woman to captain a ship. That is nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. Unbelievable. Star Trek 4, you see the captain of the USS Saratoga, she's black. In Star Trek The Next Generation, you see a black you see several black captains and black admirals. In the original series, you saw black commodores and black admirals and black captains and all sorts, black scientists. This is what I mean, where Hollywood's trying to twist history, basically. So annoying. With the show setting other major firsts in LGBTQIA+. Any more you want to add? Representation on both Star Trek and its television in general. Yeah, they just dominated it. Just look on the Discovery Bridge. Are there any white, male, straight guys? Nope, not one. I'm astoundingly blessed by God to have played Captain Michael Burnham, and to have taken part in a legacy alongside an extraordinary cast, phenomenal crew and remarkable writing team, said star and producer Martin Green. Oh, is she a producer now? I will never forget how it felt to stand together as a show family, cradling the heirloom of Trek. Unbelievable. With all those from the franchise at large and with the fans, cradling the heirloom of Trek. What would they say in Picard Season 1, that Admiral? Sheer effing hubris. 65 episodes later, and here's to the entire company of Star Trek Discovery to the show and its 5th and final season. Yay! To its beloved fans and to all those who envision a better future, let's fly. Oh, that's what she says, doesn't she? As Discovery and Picard are coming to an end, there's been speculation about new series in the franchise as part of Kurtzman's deal with CBS Studios. As we previously reported, a new offshoot, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, is in development at CBS Studios. We don't want to see, young kids running about Starfleet Academy. We don't. If you're going to do it as an animated series and do it like Prodigy. Put it on Nickelodeon or something like that, where nobody can watch it. And Alex Kurtzman's studio-based secret hideout for the streamer, also in the works, is Section 31. It's been in the works since season 2 of Discovery. Not going to happen. A Discovery spin-off that features the Emperor Philippa Georgiou character played by Michelle Yeoh. Current Star Trek series, in addition to Discovery and Picard, include Star Trek Strange New Worlds, as we've covered. When we first started talking about the return of Star Trek 8 years ago, we never could have imagined the indelible impact Star Trek Discovery would have. Said, the only good thing that Discovery's done is it spawned Strange New Worlds because of Anson Mount's captivating performance as Christopher Pike. That's the only thing it's done for us. Said David Stapfer, president of CBS Studios. The series brought back a beloved global franchise, and just like its predecessors, Discovery honoured Star Trek's legacy of infinite diversity in infinite combinations. No, it doesn't. It's representing the best of what... I mean, it separated them, didn't it? Because everybody seemed to go in their own little cliques, particularly on Discovery. All the gay characters stuck together. All the black characters stuck together. They did. Representing the best of what we could be as humans when we celebrate our differences. But you don't want to celebrate your differences. That was the thing about Star Trek. We didn't celebrate our differences. We were all united. as differences didn't matter. We didn't have to point them out all the time. Star Trek Discovery, it's produced blah blah blah, and it goes on about the thing. To the fans around the world, thank you for joining us on this incredible journey, Kurtzman and Paradise added, obviously in a statement. We can't wait for you to see what we've been working on for this final season. It'll be rubbish, and we appreciate your patience in the meantime. And trust us when we say it'll be worth the wait. We love you all. Live long and prosper. Don't take that. Don't sour. Don't sour the air with those words of the great Leonard Nimoy, as as Will Smith might say. Take Leonard Nimoy's words out of your effing mouth. So thank God for that. It's ending. One more season and then we can do away with it. Because last season, the 4th season, I didn't watch it at the time. I watched it afterwards because I couldn't bear to watch it. And I caught up, I binged it, and it was awful. Genuinely awful. Absolutely terrible. But anyway, which is sad because I did like season 1. That's the sad thing about it. I did enjoy season 1. Although it did have its problems, I enjoyed it because it was new and I wanted to see what happened. But that's Kurtzman anyway. As I said, he's a leech. He wasn't involved with Star Trek Discovery to begin with. That was I forgot his name. Fuller. What's his first name now? Brian Fuller. It was a Brian Fuller show originally, and he and the guy Nicholas Meyer wrote the original, start for the series. Nicholas Meyer wrote the 2nd episode, Battle of the Binary Stars. Do you see his name on it? No, he's listed as a producer and nothing more. But Kurtzman came along, usurped it as he does. Is no shame. He's evil. He looks like this mild-mannered fella, but I think he's genuinely evil. But anyway, that's enough of me ranting on about Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek in general. Thank God Star Trek Picard Season 3 is good. Thank God Strange New Worlds is good, mostly. And thank God Prodigy is good. Now we just got to get rid of Lower Decks because I hate that. Maybe it's got better, I don't know, but I just don't like it. Right, we'll leave it there. I'm going to drink my coffee now. I'm having a coffee. After having my blood taken, I have to go back again on Monday for more blood taking. Have a drink of coffee and calm the bloody hell down. Right, so thanks for watching. Wherever you are in the universe, look after each other. And until next time, I'll see thee.